Okay, so I had to take a short break, but here I am back again. I've got this loaded up again. I've removed the 4 main turning wheels. Now I need to clone this guy, and for that I'm going to use a wood block and put it on this thing here, and then I'm going to bring it out till it's decently past that. Let's go to 18. It's a nice round number. I'm going to put a chair on the end of this. I'm going to do the same thing to all the other 4. I'm going to put a wood block on each one of them, and bring them out to 18, put a chair on them. And of course the chair needs to face away from the vehicle in every case. Needs to be right on the end, so same position on every one of them. Okay, now I need to hop over this thing. Okay. When wheels are moved with a hinge, they tend to kind of come apart a little bit, and you can end up with some funky issues because of that. So to negate that, you make sure your wheels always stay connected and everything by just placing a block of any kind to tie the wheels to the rest of the chassis so that they don't move when they're being transported violently by a teleporting. Okay, there we go. That kind of helps to anchor them all together so that those wheels won't move in relationship to their hubs. It is still connected to this, so I'm going to put my cake on there now. To put the cake and the hinge on, I usually like to switch to 0.5 and then just place blocks there and there. I saw this on a video one time. This is not my own creation. You can see this lots of places. Stick the hinge on there, delete that cake, delete the chair, and delete this block. So you have this apparatus connected. You select all and unanchor it. And now you can just go up and you can turn and you can get out of here. So you want to go into stage 1. That's between the 2 waterfalls. Make sure you're decently into that area, but don't go beyond it. Don't go into stage 2 through the black wall, because it'll wipe your hinge off and then you just fall and you'll lose your stuff. Okay, I'm going to reload that build, and let me call that. Okay, it's a quick load, thank God. We'll zip back down there again. And we can use a portal to position it onto one of the other axles. Okay. There's my other one. I should save that, I guess. So I'm just going to do the front one here first. So stick a portal on there. Drop 2 of them on here. Switch to my unanchoring ability. Delete the bottom one. And boom, there I am. Totally put that on there backwards. How did it end up like that? It ended up like that because... oh, I didn't save it. with the chair in the other position. Oh, that's a big fat whoops, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll just do that. And delete this, delete that. Okay, so every once in a while, I do a big foolish thing and make a mistake. That's okay. Solve it too. So I gotta do this again. Just like I did before. Forgot to save. Why didn't one of you people watching this video tell me, hey, Mick, you forgot to save? Oh, that's right. Couldn't do that. Oh, silly. Okay, so I think I can actually do it now. Come on. Should probably favorite those things. So every once in a while it doesn't work right. It has something to do with the speed that the portal's falling at. You just try it again, it'll work the next time. Okay, at least the thing's pointing in the right direction now. I'm going to go ahead and delete the portals. I'm going to keep this set up. Yeah, we'll see if I can make that work again. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Now, oh, I need to anchor everything and then save. Okay, so now since everything's anchored, I think I can delete one of these. So there'd be two of them inside of each other, so the other one should still be working. And I can delete this and this, and I should be able to unanchor and take off again. Sometimes this doesn't work. Looks like I got a good time. I got lucky there. Alright, so I'm going to go back down here again. So on a keyboard you use spacebar to go backwards, and your W and S to go up and down when you're in this mode. And load. I see two wheels on it. This time I'm going to go towards the back just a little bit. Coming down. Okay. Delete the pause. Select all. Anchor everything. Save. And then we can start deleting some of the stuff and see if we can get lucky and do it again. One of those, and then this. Okay. Looks good to me. Lucky again. How about that? so fast to load. Hero had this this server. This is a private server, and he had this one. His prescription thing just ran out, subscription, and but I was in it when it ran out, so I can still use the server while I'm in here. And so I'm using the time to make a couple of videos before we lose the server. He had to leave, so it's just me. Okay. That one's kind of close back there to the back. Right in there. Let's see if it's enough to move. Looks like it's interfering. Totally. Okay, so I'll delete that. So I need to rotate this thing just a little bit. There we go. I'll set them out just a little bit further to make them clear. It did not work anyway. Let's do it again. I think I made this piece here just a little bit too high. If I had made it a little shorter, this wouldn't be such a flop so much of the time. Here we go. Just a matter of effort. Okay, yeah, we got 4 wheels. So select all, anchor all, save it, save it. Okay, so we're cool. We're protected now. Nothing I do is going to goof anything up. Okay, and we can delete that. Now we can delete these pieces that held all the individual wheels on there. Now we can delete the extra shafts and extra pieces out here. I need to delete that thing if I want to. Okay, so it's starting to look pretty uniform. I'm going to slap those other wheels on there now. So again, we're using front wheels. And let's see if I can get them on there without goofing them up. Okay, so now that those are on there, I'm going to use my binding tool. Oh, that's right. So I'm going to replace my seat because I don't bind them all. I guess it won't matter. I have to unbind them all anyway. Kind of wish I hadn't deleted the seat now. Oh well. I'll show you what it means to do that again. Alright, place that over there. Okay, seat centered. Okay, all the wheels are connected to it. Really, that's a lot of wheels. Okay, so I want to unanchor or uncontrol all of these. I want to switch the controls. So I'm using a pilot seat so that I can put rockets on this thing and fly it. And also I can key on a keyboard. I can key all of these to go forwards and backwards with different keys. So instead of using WASD to control like normal, I'm going to switch all my keys over so I can just move my hand over to the T key. So I'm going to use T for forward. So instead of WASD, it's going to be TFGH. So right now I'm just selecting all of these, and I'm going to unconnect them from that. And I might as well do the rest of them too, because I'm going to have to redo all of them. Oh, okay, so custom binding. So you want to do the front 2 independent of everything else. Right, so I'm going to set that to H. And I'm just going to go around the controls here. Okay, now I'm going to use the back two turning wheels, and I'm going to set those so that the right and left is backwards from the front two wheels. So instead of H for right, I'm going to use F. And then forward is the same as the front wheels. Left is the opposite. And backwards is the same. Okay, now I need to select all these other ones again. So we still don't know if these wheels are really touching each other, if they're really going to interfere with each other and prevent rotation. But it's okay because, like I said before in my previous video, we're not really going to count on these wheels to do a lot of forward motion for us. We're counting on them for grip. Because when they touch the water, they want to grip, especially when you have their torque set all the way up. Even if you have their speed set to nothing, 1 or whatever, the inner wheels, the control wheels, are still going to be spinning this sucker. As long as their torque is turned up high enough, then you're still going to get the grip and the motion, and everything's going to work just like it's supposed to. So these are old wheels, so they only have forwards and reverse, so I'm going to key them to the same forwards and reverse that I keyed the other wheels to, which is T for forward and G for backwards. Okay, so that takes care of that. So we're done with the controls. Now we need to set the torque. So the torque's kind of crazy. So I did select all. I am going to set the torque all the way up. I'm going to set the wheel speed. Let's set the wheel speed all the way up too. This might not work, but we'll see. So I did that so that I can have all the outside wheels and I don't have to individually select them. It's a lot easier to select just the 4 for doing this stuff. So you don't want to set these anywhere near as high. 20 is probably going to be pretty darn fast. Well, we'll see. So this one, I'm just going to set it to something so I can have a starting point. And then I'll play with it once I actually unanchor it and start driving it around. And we'll see how it actually works. Looks like I'm just doing a final inspection here. I think we're ready to actually drive this thing. So let me do a save. And then I need to hop up there. Don't know why I use the Easter Jetpack. It just it sticks out visually to me, so I grab it. Okay, unanchor. Well, it's shaky, so I know their old wheels are touching the ground because that's their thing. We got right, we got left, and you can see how the front wheels and the back wheels control opposite of each other. So I'm hitting F and H right now. And then there's our forward and our reverse. So I'm seeing I don't have a lot of torque from that. I don't believe these wheels are actually moving, but it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see. Let's see what happens if I place a block to, say, hold that wheel still. Now I tell it to go forwards. Ooh, they actually are moving. I can see their little grain changing. So those are actually going to be driving for us. That must be why it's shaking so much. Anyway, okay. Let's go ahead and run this thing down the river and see how bad it is. I can tell already it doesn't really stop as fast as I would like it to. Okay, so before I go down the river, I'm going to tweak with its settings just a little bit. So I want to increase the torque on these front two. Let's see how that drives. You can see right away it takes off and starts spinning a lot faster. Okay, let's go up another notch. And then let's increase the back ones as well by 1 notch. So I'm going to keep the front ones 1 notch higher in torque than the back ones. It makes it do some funky stuff when you try to stop on a dime and the front end goes whoop. But that's okay because you got a pilot seat, you can just flip it whichever way you want to anyway. Okay, so back up. So the back wheels might have just a little bit too much torque because the front wheels aren't touching when it goes to take off. Yeah. This is the games that you have to play to fine-tune the thing to get it to drive right. It's why this is exactly what I look like every time I make a new vehicle in a public server, because I look like a nut and doesn't know what it's doing because I'm driving around trying to set the torques. And I'll play with this for a while before I get it right. So sometimes you can add more weight. You can add a bunch of gold or titanium or something to it, down below it maybe, to keep it from flipping. And then you can add more torque because, of course, it's heavier. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce that back down. And then I'm going to go ahead and drive it down the river just to see it get torn up. Okay, there we go. Before I do that, I want to take a look at that real quick and see what was that. So I'm at 10 speed, I got the middle torque, and then one lower. Okay, so when I load it again, I'll set that number, and then I know what I have. I'll set that and I'll save it. There we go, maiden voyage of a new vehicle. It's very bouncy. It's kind of lightweight. But you can see if I got turned over, I can still drive. I'd be driving upside down and backwards. I'd have to reverse all my controls, but I could drive upside down and backwards. Wouldn't have to, of course, because, let's see, I can just flip it right back over. But like that, I turned around, so it's no big deal. I'll drive backwards just a little bit. Oh, now I'm going to flip over. Okay, driving backwards. And then flip it over. Now drive forwards. Old wheels are just flipping off of there like crazy. These things are not strong. Plastic is going to be getting hit here pretty soon, and they're going to start shrinking. I'm going to have the awesome shrinking wheels. It needs another adjective or something. Awesome shrinking wheels of doom. Oh, the back one looks ugly. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was an awful lot of work to build this vehicle. Hey, made to the treasure. Let's make the voyage. That's better than I can save about half of my stuff. Okay, more than half. Most. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you learned something. I hope to see you in a game. Maybe we can race our big, stupid looking vehicles. That'd be a lot of fun. I love doing that. Bye-bye.